Okay. I'm streaming, I know. Okay, let's see. Bitmap Font. I'm gonna have to parse this info. I'm gonna need to write on what I parse. You know what? I'm gonna default Sublime to open these from now on. Cool. Need a lot of this stuff. Font height. Not sure what that is, but I'll take it. I think it literally means the height of the font, like the size of the font. I'm not sure what the fuck that means. Alright, whatever. Base width is different. Did they write down how many chars? Start char, end char? No? Well, don't you suck. And they start... What the hell? They started at 0, even though I don't have 0. And then when we get to 32 is when it starts to do shit. Weird. Does it go to 30 once I get past it? No. It's still random. I don't understand any of that shit. Ah, this is gonna be frustrating. X offset. No, I don't need an X offset. Y offsets could be important. I don't see anything though. No. Oh God. Come on, man. You can do better than that. What the fuck is going on? That actually worked out the way I wanted it to. Cool. Alright, figure this shit out. Okay, so this font generator thing generated a lot of information, most of which I do not even need. So I'm going to parse the shit out of this file and turn it into a much smaller binary file with only the shit that I need, like this. It looks like they're doing the whole base width, all of them, from 0 to 255. And they are. So that's one thing I gotta look at. Let's look at the other file. They would have me count this shit. They really would have me count this shit. Alright, we're gonna have to do a lot of custom shit on this. Base width. My God. Yeah, there's a lot of this I'm not even gonna keep. Just gonna be like, and you're gone. Alright, I need a bullshit program to parse this shit because it's too much garbage. That's the only stuff I need right there. So that's what I'm gonna get. New program. Do it in C#, quick and dirty. Not console though. I guess console. Call it what it is. It is a temp bitmap font parser. Drag this shit out. Where's my toolbox? Give me a button. What the fuck? Oh. Give me a button. Alright, what do I need to do? Open file dialog? Yeah. Stop! I hate autocorrect, man. It's trying to help me, but it's just getting in my way. I gotta remember how to copy something to your buffer. I think it was system buffer? No. Clipboard. Come on, man. I don't remember where it's at. There. What? Nothing. Okay. Alright. Select the file, open the bitch. I need to select him with a text reader. Is that one? Text reader? No, stream reader, right? Oh, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done C#. File, open. Dialog, file name, file mode, open. Is there a read line or something? Yeah, read line. Okay, cool. We're gonna test it. It's been a while since I've done this. Desktop. Oh god, desktop's a little messy. Give me any of the font files. Any of the font files. Are you hiding something from me? No, you're not. Just my eyes aren't. There you are. That'll work. Okay, good, it works. Oh. I'm gonna have to use math to determine how many cells I come with. So I have the width, I have the height, and I have the cell width and the cell height. So I can use that to figure out how many. So it would be like, let's see, 256 divided by 32. I've got 8 by 8. Nope. 512, 32 would be double, so 16. So 8 times 16, 128 things, starting at 32. So all the way to like to 160, which in ASCII is what? I realize you guys have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but that's because I haven't explained it yet. 160 in the ASCII table is what? You really expect me to see that, don't you? 160 in the ASCII table is way past any character I care about. I need to see more than that. 160 is weird foreign characters. Oh yeah, I got quite a few foreign characters here. That's fine though. So if I look at the Comic Sans MS font file, I should have those strange ass characters. Move, I can't see. Right? Yeah, okay, see. Stopped at the Y. If I look at that, is that what I see in the ASCII table? 160 was what? The A? I don't have that. I have like weird Y's and shit. $32 through 126 is all I care about, apparently. Where the hell's that Y? It's definitely a special character way out there. Fonts are always weird. But I don't care. All I care about is I cover range 32 through 126. I get that? I don't care. And so let's see, 32 is space right here. 33 is exclamation point right here. 34 is quote right here, etc. All the way down to the last typable character I might want, which would be this little tilde, which is 126 right here. So this is 32 all the way to 126. 127, I don't care. 128, I don't care, etc., etc. All my punctuation's up here. So this is what I need to turn into a font. Alright, let's see. So I'm going to do what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna catch all 255 of the characters face width crap. But then when I write out the font, I'm only gonna care about 32 through 126. That should be enough. That should be enough. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Alright, so let's write that shit down so I don't forget. Catch all 255 characters, but only care about 32 through 255. No, 126. You already wrote that in your fucking head. while reader not open, or while reader is open, end of file, end of stream. There we go. Couldn't remember what it was called. I don't know if that's a flag or a function. It looks like it's a flag. Yeah, okay. My bad. Well, not at the end of the stream. Start reading in the fucker. Current line, read it in. Read in the current line. If current line index of, very good. It's not equal -1. Then do something. Alright, so what? Image width, image height. I know that it starts with this. And I know that it starts with that afterwards. So I might as well just hard code all of it. Really? Yeah, why not? Alright, fuck it. Remove the while loop. We'll put a different loop in a second. I need to tab back, please. Now. By all means, be a dick. Alright, so. First line, which is image width. I'm gonna need some variables. Int image width. Int image height. Int. I can't remember all this shit. Got a bunch of stuff. Cell width. Cell height. Starting char, which for me will always be 32. I don't know if I want to keep that. I probably won't keep that. No, I better keep it just in case. Font name. Okay, and then an array of widths. I don't remember how to do that. Char width. I think you gotta do it that way. So let me remove this thing. Right? Is that how you do it? No. Like I fucking remember. Is it this way? On C#, and then you get rid of it here? Come on, man. Fine, I'll fucking Google it. Jesus Christ. Just trying to remember something. C# int array. Oh, okay, never mind. Like that. And then when I use it, new array. Okay. My bad, like I fucking remember. Alright, so if the current thing... I don't need that anymore. I know the first line. I need to split. Tell me you have split, right? Split. At. Okay, good. What? What's going on? What else do you expect? I don't know. Things. Names are always the hardest part of variable shit. What do you want? You wanted a... No? Get over it. I don't have it for you. You're seriously gonna make me do that? Aren't you? Fuck you, motherfucker. Split. I don't want to give you that. I don't want to give you that. I don't want to give you a char array. Okay? I don't want to do that. That's stupid. I know another way to do it. I'll fucking substring your ass right at the comma. How's that? Int comma index equals -1, bitch. Comma index equals current line index of the fucking comma. What now? What now, bitch? I just outsmarted you. Just outsmarted you. Not my problem, though, I guess. Line equals current line dot substring at the start index. +1, right? Because it includes that, right? Starts at that one. Yeah, okay, so comma index +1. Bitch. Jesus. You can try to fight, it ain't gonna help. Alright, so that will be a number that I need to store inside image width. Image width equals integer parse, parse int, parse int, int parse, int parse, current line. I think it's supposed to be capital, right? I thought. No? Oh, okay. Breakpoint because I have no faith in that code whatsoever. Pick the file. Pick the file. Alright, so files hit. Current. Show me current line because I know that's going to be the bitch. Hello? Okay. F10 that bitch. Find the index. Split the motherfucker. Ah ha ha ha. I got around you. You want me to do it the dumb way? I won't do it the dumb way. That's dumb. Dumb ways are dumb, and I don't do dumb. Alright, so... I'm gonna make that a function, because I'm not typing that over and over. Yeah, you better return a string. That should solve that. Oh. I can just copy that, right? For the most part. Reads in the line, splits the line at the comma, set a different thing. Image height. Next. Read in the third line, which is what? What is the third line, bitch? Third line is cell width, cell height. Why don't I write that down real quick? Is it just that? Width, height, cell height, starting char, font name, font height, font width, and then 255 things. Okay, cool. Just follow that. Alright, cool. Keep going. Emily Crook says, "Hi, Bruce. Hey, how's it going, Rose? Just working on a bitmap font." Why? Just paste. There. I haven't explained at all what I'm doing, so I know this must be a very boring stream. Font height comes before font width? Yeah, it is. That's weird. Everything else width came first. Except this. Which I understand that it's more important, but if you're not careful, that'll screw you up. It almost screwed me up. Read the line, split the thing. What am I doing? This is what? Font height? Font height. Alright, now loop 255 or 256. Starts at 0, ends at 255. Therefore, it's actually 256 loops. For int ii equals 0, ii is less than 256, ii plus plus. Actually, I'll do plus plus ii. So during this 256 loop, I'm going to read in all the chars from 0 to 256. So I need my numbers array, which, what did I call it? Char width equals new int bracket 256. Thank you. So now here, I pretty much do this code 50 times, except I store it in char width sub ii. And that should give me all the widths. Alright, so now I just need to set a breakpoint and watch this shit. Set it here and set it. Actually, yeah, there. That was perfect. Build that shit. Run that shit. Choose a file. Open. Image width set. Image height set. Correct. 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 It's working. And I'll just F5 past that. Let me see, char with 777, but it should change around 32. 31, 32, it changed. So it's different through all these. Yeah. But I don't care about most of them because I didn't output most of them. Cool. That works beautifully. Sweet. Alright, so now I just need to write this file out into a file format that suits me. I also need a text field that I can write the name that I want. So I need a text field. Text field, text box, whatever. I gotta give it a name. Give it a name. Hello, thank you. Alright, so your name is going to be T-box name. Alright, that music's gotta change. I don't know, can I just select a lot of this? Minimize that shit. I was working on your ass, yeah. Alright, so on the button click. So I read in all this shit, I close the file. Now, I need him to select a file location to save. Save file dialog. Save file dialog. Saver equals new save file dialog. If saver show dialog equals dialog result.ok, then we're gonna save the file. To do that, I need a binary writer. Binary writer, writer equals a new binary writer with a, is it file.create. We're gonna create savers.filename. I thought there was more than that. No, guess not. Cool. And then when I'm done, I'll close it. Alright, so now I'm writing this shit in binary. I only want to write out this information, basically. That's all I need. Oh, and I want the name of that text box. So before I can do any of that, before I can do anything, I'll put a prompt right here. If tbox name.text is null or tbox names text.length is less than or equal to 0, then yell at them. Message box show you have to provide a font name. There. This way you don't... Uh-oh, it froze. Unfreeze, okay. Yell at them if they don't enter a font name. Cool. So scroll down, save the file, close the file. Can I just say writer, write, and you'll know that if I do a string, that I want the font size or the string size first? Length prefix string. Alright, that works. Write. It should be that simple. So I want you to write what? That's it. So I wrote the font file name. Now I just want to write all this shit out. But in a very specific order. So the order is to be what? It's to be font file name, font official name, which is this guy, and then the rest is fine. Yes, the rest will be fine. Alright, so write out the font file name, write out the font official name. And that would be writer, write, font name. Write out image width, writer, write, image width to, no, it's fine. Write out the image height, writer, write, image height. Write out the cell width, writer, write, cell width. Write out the cell height, writer, write, no, cell height. Write out the starting character, writer, write, start char. Write out the font. I want to do the width before the height because I think it's inconsistent that here we do width then height, and then down here height then width. I think that's ass backwards. I think if it's always width then height, it'd be more clear. So write out the font width, writer, write, font width. Write out the font height, writer, write, font height. Now, write out all 255 characters widths. int II equals 0. II is less than 256 plus plus II. I keep saying 255, but it's actually 256. So writer, write, I forgot what it's called. Char with bracket II. That'll do it. Then it closes the file, and I have generated a binary file. How beautiful is that? That is gorgeous if it works. And it should work, but we will verify. Alright. Alright, so I need a name. I can remove the breakpoint here, and so I'll call this guy Comic Sans dot ping. Yes. Button 1. Comic Sans. Open. It reads it in, and then it asks me again. Now where do I want to save this? Comic Sans, and I'm going to call it font data. Dot font data. Save. Close. Minimize. Minimize. Open up my new file. So now it's a data file. So I need to open it with a hex editor. No, it's okay. I didn't ask you to create an empty document. I asked you to open this one. Thank you. So here's the entire font file. As you see, the first thing it prints out is the number 13. Is it really just 1 byte? Yes, 1 byte, 13. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Anyways, and then Comic Sans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so the next is another 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Comic Sans MS. Then 4 bytes of image width, 256, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bytes of image height, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bytes of cell width, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bytes of cell height, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bytes of starting character, I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's there? What came after that? I don't remember. So after that came the font width, 4 bytes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then came cell or font height, which is 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that comes 256 entries, right? That's what this should be. I don't know, it seems like a lot more than that. Did I miss a step? No, I don't think so. Oh, each one is 4 bytes, right? Fuck it, find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So let's see, 256 times 4 is 1024. Count. No, I need programmer, please. So, hex. 1024. See? Perfect. It works. This is exactly what I wanted. It's a very short binary data of my font. So now I'm going to basically have access to a font like this. Now I need to do the same thing for the Times New Roman file. Alright, Times New Roman dot ping button Times New Roman dot CSV open Times New Roman dot font data save close minimize. So now I have a new file. Let's check him out. 17 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. 15 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Times New Roman. Cell width, or I'm sorry, image width, 1024. Cell height, 512. Font, cell width, 64. Cell height, 64. Starting character, 32. Font width, 16. Font height, 40. And then it's just all the characters, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So this should be 400. 400. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's beautiful. So I have a little tool now that can help me take a almost useful font format and turn it into a useful font format. Make sure you got the names right. Pretty sure I did. Times New Roman .ping and what? No. Comic Sans .ping. Comic Sans .ping. Times New Roman .ping. There they are. These two. This is what I'm going to build my font stuff on. That's beautiful. And I can take other fonts and generate them. But basically, this is what I'm making. It's so hard to explain. I'll be right back. When I come back, I'll try to explain it better. Until then, enjoy the music from Lufia 2. I'm back. Alright, let's see if I can explain what I'm doing. And also, let's advertise. I haven't advertised this video at all. That means the people who are here are faithful to me for no reason. So thank you. Cut, paste, close. Alright. Discord, bring up Discord. There you are. Look at this, you can never drag it with that thing. It's like I'm trying to help you, but I'm not really. You can't move it. Like, you have to Alt space M. Oh wow, that's nice. Look at that. You see that purple box on my screen? That's Discord. It got crushed. Why are you like this? Why are you so dumb? Alright, I'm just announcing my stuff real quick. There. Wait, what just happened? What did you do? Alright, whatever. Anyways, so what a bit in an RPG, in any game, when you render in a video game, you're just drawing pictures. And DirectX and OpenGL, they don't really draw fonts the way you'd like them to. You have to draw the font yourself. And so there's two ways you can do it. You can either make a picture for every text in the game. So like if this is your main menu, you'd have play, exit, options. And then you would save this as a picture. And then you would just draw this whole thing in your game. That's one way you can do it. Or the other way you can do it is you can have a picture of every letter in the game and then piece together your own words for the game. So if you have a game with a lot of dialogue, a bitmap font is a better option than a fucking, you know, one picture for every thing there is to say in the game. So that's what I'm working on, is making a bitmap font. And to do that, first I had to get a hold of an image, which I was able to thanks to Codehead's bitmap font generator. It basically takes any font that you have on your computer and it turns it into a bitmap font for you. But the problem was, one, that it generates it as a bitmap, which is terrible, and two, that if you save it as the other format, come on, damn it, why does it do that to me? If you save it as font data or binary data, it gives me either too much information or not enough information. So basically what I did is I generated the image that I needed first, and then the binary or the font data that I needed second, and I combined them into one file, which is this file right here and this file right here. This is for Comic Sans MS, this is for Times New Roman. So now with that, I'm going to be able to make in C++ an actual bitmap font class that can just read in and draw letters on the screen. At least that's the hope. We'll see. So now I can actually get started on that. And that little temporary tool I made can help me in the future export more fonts that I want. Because, you know, right now Comic Sans MS and Times New Roman, they're just temporary ones to see if it works. Alright, so let's see, I'm going to need to open up my STL project. Make sure it still works. I don't remember what I was working on last. Oh, I was working on the event system, wasn't I? There we go, G. There we go, yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah. Well, the event system's good, so I'm gonna comment out the event system now. 0. Minimize. 0. Minimize. 0. Minimize. So now it should just be nothing. Yeah, just a big pile of nothing. Alright, so let's get started. My class is gonna need, it's gonna need just an H and a CPP, I think. But unfortunately, since I want my font class to render itself, it's going to be attached to my texture class. Basically, it's gonna need my texture class anytime I use it. It won't be perfect. Which, whatever, it happens. Alright, so I'm gonna call you, what should I call them? Font, I guess. Font.h, font.cpp. Oh, sorry. Make a new file. Font.h. Where'd you go? Font. Copy paste. Font.cpp. Okay, are you just going to treasure sounds? Because I don't. Thank you. 'Cause I don't need that. Alright, so here's my font class. If not defined, font H, define it. Come on, man. Stop. Stop. Oh, you already got it for me. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you autocorrect my shit? I don't need it. I don't want it. Alright, so let's see. I want this thing. How do I want it to behave? What are the functions I want? I want them to be able to do something like font my font equals a new, or I guess not new, font my font, quote, name of the file, name of file, dot font data. And just that will load the font image, all font data. Then, when I want it to render to the screen, I just want to say my font, what, render, I guess? Render, this is my text with an X position, 100, and a Y position, 200. And it would just draw it. Maybe I should set a width limit as well. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll have to think about that. How to draw text to the screen. Should this have a width limit? That's the other thing I need to consider. Alright, when I'm done, I don't want to have to do anything when I'm done with it. I want, when it gets destroyed or it falls out of scope, I want the destructor to clean up everything. Now, the question is, do I want the copy constructor to work? And honestly, I think, yeah, I do want it to work. So, let's see. Copy constructor, assignment operator. Yes, allow them. I will allow them. So, let's get started. All right, so I know what I want now. I want the constructor to take a string, which I need to include, because I don't have strings yet. How to include string using std string. To take a string file name, and it defaults to uninitialized. No, don't do that. They have to supply it. They have to. Otherwise, I just won't load shit. Constructor. Supply the Trilogy of Evil. So the Trilogy of Evil is the destructor, the copy constructor, constant font reference, right hand side, and the assignment operator, font reference operator equals constant font reference right hand side. Alright, so now I also want a render function which will not return anything, void render takes a string of text, and I'm gonna have it default to no text provided, and I'm gonna have it default position to 100 100, which I guess I should actually write that right. Int xpos equals that. Int ypos equals that. There. And that should be all I give a shit about, right? I read in the font, I render what I'm told. I think. For now. In the future, I'm gonna want it to slowly draw text, because you know how RPGs, when you're reading text, it doesn't instantly appear. It slowly goes like, you know, I need my font to do that. Just realize that. So I do need it to do that. Which is something I'm gonna have to figure out how to do. I mean, I know how, but how do I want them to render it here? That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know yet. For now, let's just get it drawing shit to the screen, and I'll figure that out later. Which is a great way to start, I know. Font.cpp. Pound include font.h. Here are my functions. Steal the scope. Don't I have a macro for this? Yes. Alright. So my constructor is gonna load in this shit. Which means my constructor is going to have to call some kind of hidden load function. Pretty much. Oh, it's not going to be fun either. Alright, what am I going to need? I've already forgotten a lot of the parameters because I closed the other file. I have to open it up. I had an integer for image width, which I don't need now, I don't think. Let me see. What is your width? Open that bitch. With, sure, paint.net. What is the width of this file? It's already part of it. So I will actually have access to that info. Come on, man. Int image ID. I'll need a string for the font name. I'll need a string for the file name. I will not need the width of the image or the height of the image, but I will need the width of the cell and the height of the cell. I'll take the start char, even though I don't know if I need it. Ah, what the fuck? I will need the font width and the font height. And then I will need 256 size offsets, or whatever you call them. Int. I don't know what you would call it. Char width. 256. That's the thing about C++ and C#. They're always so different that when you swap from C# to C++ so often, you end up fucking up one. Because I stumbled so much in C# on this. With C++, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, done. Because C++ I know better than C#. Okay, so I got that. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I don't know, but I'm missing it. So I'll figure it out. For now, it's fine. Let's just work, and when I figure out what I'm missing, I'll fill it in. Alright, in order to read in this file, I'm going to need to pound include fstream. And I need to use std's ifstream. So input file stream, reader, file name. It's expecting me to remember the parameters, and I totally don't. Mode, std, iOS, binary? Yeah. Just trying to guess. When there's something else like std, iOS, open, 8. Oh, I think it's, no. 8 means I'm appending to the end, ATE. I'm not doing anything. Start at the beginning. Yeah. I think I'm fine with what I got. It's always fun trying to remember your fucking settings shit. Alright, fuck it. We're fine with that. I run into problems, I'll fix it. So this means open the file. If the file is open, if reader is open, then read shit, and then eventually reader close. Alright, so if the file reader is open, then I'm gonna need char byte. I'm gonna need whatever you fucking call it. I know what I'm trying to say, I just can't say it. I'm gonna need int temp num. I'm gonna need char temp char, and I'm gonna need what? What else am I gonna need? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and I'm just gonna need a char array. Char array of 1024 bytes. Temp string 1024, 1 megabyte. Or I'm sorry, 1 kilobyte. Right? 1,000 bytes, kilobyte, yeah. Yeah. I may not need that with that, so we'll keep going for now. Alright, so now start reading shit in. So reader, read. First parameter is where, and then how much. Alright, so let's see. So for where, comment that out. Reader, read. So for where, for the first thing, I wrote out a single byte of the name of the file. So into temp char, 1 byte. Yes. Then reader read into, which I need to zero out, by the way. How many integer temp char. Zero out the temp string. Mem set temp string, the value of nothing for 1024 bytes. So that should read in the name, I think. So now I should be able to say file name equals temp string. Does that work? Oh, sorry. Oh, you know what I just realized? My font's fucking micro tiny. Why not use Golang? Do you not like progress? No, I fucking hate progress. How's that? Alright, I just realized my font's like microscopic, yo. Max that shit out. There. That might help you out. It hurts my eyes to see it that large, but whatever. Alright, what the fuck was I doing? I've already forgotten my train of thought. Oh, I was gonna breakpoint test that shit. The name, this variable. What? So? What do you want? You want a 0? There's a 0. You want a letter? Here's a letter. Hey, now leave me alone. What was your other problem? Set a breakpoint for... We'll just start right from the beginning here. Go to main. Oh god, thing's getting kind of big. Just gonna have you call load file. Cool. Main. Time to make another block. I don't have a spot for what it's called. What was I gonna call it? Does that work? It should work. That should be all I'm trying to test right now. Wrap it in a whatchamacallit. There we go. There, nice little bullshit program still going. Take those font files, you and you, copy, and in the damn folder. So much shit on this computer. Hey, how's it going, man? Alright, I think I'm ready to test what I got so far. F5. Breakpoint. It's open. Right. Beautiful. It worked. Alright, cool. Keep going. So far, so good. That's good shit. Still going. Alright, what was next? It was another string, right? How do I not remember something I just made a few minutes ago? I made, it was a string. I don't remember what string. I don't need to remember what string. But it was something. It's a temp string. Temp char. It was the official file name, yeah, font name. There you go. You don't need to be there. Read in the what? Official font name. Alright. What came after that? My memory is completely blank. I have to open up that other project, or I will never remember. I want to say it was image width, image height, right? It was font file name, font push name, image width. This image width? Oh, I never saved that. That's right. Well, then what the fuck's the point? Why not? Hello. What? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's right. You gotta say it's a char pointer. My bad. It's not an int, it's a char pointer, wink wink. Oh, okay, you're good to go. Problem is, I'm not doing anything with that because I don't need it. So I did actually generate 8 bytes of wasted space in my file, but whatever. That's fine. Image height, reader, read. That shit. Also unused, but now the other shit I do use. And what was the other shit? The other shit is... Let's go ahead and write it down so I can quit looking at this file. It is the cell width, cell height, starting char, font width, font height. Then 256 characters. Alright, cool. You may go. Alright, so read in the cell width. The char pointer. Address of this cell width. Size of int. Should be fine. Read in the cell height. Of this cell height. Read in what comes next. Starting character. Read in the starting character. So reader, read, char pointer, address of this start char. Okay. Size of int. What comes after that? Read in the font width. After font height, 256 characters. What's it called? Yeah, like I remember. Char width. yeah, char width sub II, but you need the address of it. And I don't know if it's smart enough to know what I meant there, but we'll find out. Survey is gonna say no. It's never smart enough to figure shit out on its own. Yeah, okay. After that, a reader will close. And that should be all the data read in. Find out if it works or if it blows up. So far, so good. I'll just put a breakpoint here. Garbage. I hit F5. It didn't blow up. And it looks like all the data's there. Around 32 I should see differences, and I do. So it looks like it worked. It read it all in. That's good. Cool. So now I've got it read in. I need to actually do stuff with that knowledge. Close the file. Alright, so load the file, load the image. Now here's one of the things where I'm conflicted. I am basically stuck tying this font to its renderer because the font has to render itself. So I could think of one way to get around it, I guess. Not really. I have to render myself. It's gonna have to change a little bit, but for now I don't care. Just do this for now. Alright, so I need to include my SDL texture. Load the image. File name. As a char, okay, C-stir. There you go. Happy. That should load that bitch. So now the texture is loaded, the file's loaded, texture's loaded in. The destructor needs to clean that shit up. The rest doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a singleton. There you go. Happy. Copy constructor. I don't know, copy constructors are a little tricky. Not really. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. So basically this, all of this I can copy except the image ID. The image ID, I'm gonna have to tell the texture to load it again, just so the texture will also have an extra count. If I don't do that, and I end up destroying one font, it'll unload the image. I don't know if I can explain this right, but you'll see what I mean. Hold on. So this cell height equals RHS cell height. This cell width equals RHS cell width. What the fuck? This char width. Wait, you're the array, aren't you? Yeah, my bad. We'll save you for last. This file name equals that file name. This font height equals that font height. This font name equals that font name. I really should have named the other guy that at some point. This font width equals that font width. Anything else in the image ID. So the image ID, I should be fine doing something like this. This image ID equals STL texture instance, load the exact same image. So if I load this font, come on, man. Why'd you do that? Oh, you fucking assumed I was typing a string, didn't you? Don't make assumptions, please. I just told you not to do that. So that should actually return the exact same image ID of right-hand side. And I can probably prove that by calling the copy constructor on itself when I'm done. I'll prove it. If my texture class works the way it does, which I'm pretty sure it does, because I coded the fucker. Alright, so now I need the array. So I'd like to just mim copy, if you don't mind. Min copy to this, what do you call it again? Char width. The source is right-hand side's char width, and the size is size of, I think I can just say the whole array, but I'm not going to risk it. I will say int times 256. 4. Oh, it's just fucking hard coded. No. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Did you see what it did? I saw what it did. Times 4. Times 256. What the fuck's wrong with you? Right? Okay. So that should copy it automatically. Should be fine. I'll probably have to verify that out of paranoia. Alright, so we're going to test that copy constructor. I'm more concerned about the image ID than anything. But it should work. Alright, so over in main, this constructs my font. So now I'm going to test the copy constructor by saying my other font is assigned the value of my font, which we'll call the copy constructor. We're going to set a breakpoint on that bitch. And we're going to watch and verify that it sets everything to what it's supposed to be. Alright, so copy constructor, cell height, cell width, file name. Whoa, file name's blank. That's not good. How did I fuck up file name? I don't know, but I did. What about font name? Font name's there. What happened to file name? Did I not save it? Stop, stop, stop. See, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Somewhere I fucked up file name. I did it right there. What the hell? Ah, you bitch. This file name. That was clever. I'll give you that. That was smart. That was really smart. Ah, you bitch. Alright, try that again. File name. There it is. Font height. Font name. Font width. Alright, so here's the test. Let me see right-hand side's image ID. 0. So when I hit F10, he should also be set to 0. 1. See, now I know I fucked up. So I have to figure out if I want it to be that way or if I need to make changes to my texture class. Oh yeah, does this work? F10. Looks like it works. It should be different around 32. It is. Good. Alright, so I need to figure out why my texture class didn't catch that. What the fuck? And I already crashed it too. My destructor did not work, apparently. Why not? Now I got two things to check. F5. F5. Escape. Unload 1. I knew it! Okay, so you loaded it once, but you gave me a different ID. Why would you do that? Great, I got other problems to deal with. Event listener's done, bullshit's done. Open up my texture class. What is going on? Texture, texture. Load image, what are you doing? No, I said load image. You're gonna make me use the drop down menu, aren't you? Load image. Calls load, file name 0, false. File name 0, false. There's no file name, which it wasn't, it was fine. For every pre-existing image, does the image already exist? Which I should have hit. So I should have hit this code and that should have been it. But for some reason, it wasn't equal. So that's what I need to figure out. What happened here? Why did this particular blob not notice that it was loading an image that was already loaded? Because basically it went on and kept loading shit. Alright, figure that out. Breakpoint. Right, F5. You know what, you can go away. I don't need that breakpoint. Alright, so this is the first time it's loading an image, and it shouldn't be there. It should get right past it. And it does, because there's nothing loaded. Texture size is 0. Yeah, so it moves on. Now, this is the second time it loaded. It has a texture in there. So how did you fail to match this bitch? Comicsans.ping, right? Ah, oh, you did it again, didn't you? No, you didn't do it again. Comicsans.ping. Comicsans.ping. Why didn't you get in there? It did some sort of ass backwards compare, didn't it? Comicsans.ping. They're equal. It must have done some sort of a, what do you call it? Address comparison, not value comparison. Why would you do that? That is stupid. You should have got in there. So then what? You keep going? Yeah. Which is where you get the 1. What are you doing? It's reloading the exact same image, the exact same file name. So yeah, we have a problem here. Why didn't that work? This should have worked right here. Come on, man, don't be a jerk. Are you a file pointer or are you a char pointer or a string? Char pointer. Constant char pointer. Wow. Is that what the problem is? Find out. Is that the problem? Because if so, fuck you. That will be very heartbreaking. Where the hell is it? Can't even find it. It's private, that's why. It's up here. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get like 50 errors, right? Because now I have const and non-const. Yeah. Yeah, thought so. I have to know. I have to know. Until I know for sure. Ah, why would you do that? Until I know for sure, it's going out. If that's it, man, I'm gonna be sad. If so, I'll just strip the const when I use it. Why would you do that? Cancel. Keep trying to correct me. I don't want that. Huh. Well, I'm fucked, aren't I? Fuck you. What are you doing? Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? So... I'll type it. I just don't understand your logic sometimes. I have to type it here, but I can't type it there. If I undo here, it goes over there. It's like, that doesn't make sense. If this is the last action I did, undo should undo here. When I hit undo, it shouldn't take me to a different file and undo something else. It should undo the last thing that I did. To me, that's the purpose of undo, right? To undo the last thing you did. When I hit undo, I don't mean undo the thing I did in 1985. I mean undo the last thing I did. That's why it's called undo. Alright, fucking strip the const from it. As soon as I find it. Where the fuck is it? Where the hell am I? Here? Yeah. You're actually a char pointer now. How's that, bitch? First time, nothing. Makes sense. Second time. What the fuck? Now what? What did I break now? Oh, I'm gonna scream. You are gonna be the victim of that. You're gonna be the victim of that. I just tried to do one thing. One thing! That's cool, though. Let me fucking get angry. That's how I code the best, right? When I'm fucking angry. Where did I change that shit? I know I changed it somewhere. Const chars, const chars, const chars. I will go through every line until you're back to the way you fucking were. I'm not in the mood, man. I'm not in the mood. Modulations, they don't matter. Already done that shit. Const char pointer. Const char pointer. Const char pointer. I put them all back. What are you bitching about? There's nothing to bitch about here. It undid my this. You motherfucker. Don't touch this file ever again! Unless I do it, okay? That's really fucking annoying. Sitting there coding shit and it's like, oh, I removed this. You hit undo in this file, so I went to that file and I undid this one line. Thanks. Jesus. It still isn't equal. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on there. I have to figure that out. I have to figure that out. These two fucking things are equal. But if you want to compare, you're comparing addresses. I know you're comparing addresses. And if that's what I gotta do, if I gotta fucking throw it, if I have to go char by char, I will. I'd rather not do that. But it looks like I'm gonna have to. Some chat going on. Hey, and hey, Virtue Kid. Remember bad hombres from someone's stream? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but that name, oh, that's what Trump said. That's right. I'm like, for some reason, the name or the phrase "bad hombres." You know, I thought it was a TV show that I'd seen. All right. I'm gonna have to fucking compare it char by char. I can already tell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yes, thank you. How could I forget that function? There's a function for it, string compare. Thank you, thank you, guy. Do not want to leak people's secret identities. You're right, there's a stir comp. Thank you, char pointer, char pointer. That was, that's exactly what I needed. That's all I needed, thank you. Stir comp. Comma. Why did I have that? Oh, yeah, I was desperate, that's why. If I remember right, it returned -1 if they're the same, or -1 if they're... -1 if they're the same. Oh, fuck it. Look it up. String comp C++. No, 0 if it's the same, right? 0, they are equal. Okay, cool. If this function equals 0. I think you just solved my problem. Thank you, because I was getting pissed off. Function here. But this is good though, because this is a bug in my textures. First one's fine. Second one gets in. Thank you. That solves that. You just solved it. Thank you. You can run now. Cool. And I still crashed. Line 172. Invalid texture ID when unloading. That's not good. My unload. In other words, yeah. Okay, I see the problem here. It's time to watch this shit. Run the program, loads both of them. I quit the program, unloads the first one, image ID 0. What the hell? Greater than 0 and less than... Hold on, ignore. Let me see what that value was. Kill the program. What's your size? Size is 0. Why are my textures gone? Textures shouldn't be gone, because I didn't kill anything yet. Did I not call shutdown? I called shutdown. Shutdown. The only thing unloaded is keyboard. Shut down here. Shut down. For every you bitch. You bitch. You bitch. You bitch. Shut down. There it is. That's gonna be a problem. That's a problem. I was like, why are my textures empty? Because I destroyed them, apparently. That's a problem. When did I even call that? Oh god. This music brings back really bad memories. So does that one. We're not doing any casino music because I wasted so many hours in that game on that. No, that's casino. There we go. Yeah, in Lufia 2, there's a casino thing. I wasted hours of my life in that, and I can't listen to that music anymore. Anytime I hear it, I gotta skip it. So that's another reason why I have a hard time streaming Lufia 2, is because I will stress the fuck out. Alright, what was the problem? Oh yeah, it was calling yeah, okay. Something with unload. Destroy texture. I need to see the call stack. So I'm not gonna get anywhere. Call stack. You bitch. It's in the destructor of the font. Because the oh, fuck me. You're right. That's not gonna work either. You suck. Yeah, you suck. Alright, so what's happening is when my font, this is my font being tied. This is one of the reasons I didn't want to tie my font to my renderer. When I had my font die, I told him to go ahead and unload. But in main, he's already shut down and the program is ending. This is where the font is unloading on the return, basically. So here, everything's already been shut down. All the textures have been unloaded. And then it tries to unload here. And that's why I'm crashing. So basically, I need my unload to be a little more... I need to figure out a better way to do that. That sucks. Go back to my unload, please. So yeah, if the image is this and that, then I should just get over it. In other words, if it's greater than or equal to, yeah, so yeah, that or this. Just put a not in front of the bitch. Not that bitch. Then you just fucking stop. Return from that bitch. So basically, I don't like the way, I don't like that though. If you call unload, here I can just show it. So in main, if I do something like text, unload image, negative, or a number that doesn't exist, it's just not going to do anything. I don't like that. I would rather it give me the error, you know? I would rather have the assert. So I don't think I should do that. Can y'all even see me? Yeah, okay, sorry. I tend to lean. I like to lay back. So I need to change the way I'm doing the font. Here's how I'll do it. Alright, so in the destructor, if it's not already unloaded, I'll unload it. And I'll give my font an unload method. Load and unload. And that will solve that. Basically, you have to shut down your font. If you don't shut down the font, you have this problem where it tries, because I don't know the state of the renderer, I shouldn't have it tied. That's the problem with tying two classes together. It doesn't work out, you know? Alright, basically this again. That should solve it. If I'm not loaded. Well, you gotta actually call it. My font, unload. My other font, unload. I don't like that either though. But that is the problem when you tie two fucking classes together. I'm gonna change that back to an assert. I'd rather you get the fucking error message. What are you doing? Why am I getting this? Okay. What was I don't remember what I was working on anymore. Alright, change this back to assert before I forget. Assert that as. Ready. Shit, I forgot. It was, message, right? That should do it. Oh, I left a parenthesis, didn't I? There. They provide a bad index. Assert. I'd still much rather have that. I don't want to be too forgiving. So now this code should definitely break. Give that space back. So that should solve that. I don't like that, but whatever. All this because I was trying to test the fucking copy constructor of the font. So F10 on this shit. So this should finally work. Height, width, name, height, name, width. Alright, so the other guy, his image is 0. When I hit F10, he should also be 0. Thank you. All that, one little speed bump. That is crazy. And then I did this one and it worked. Cool. Now when I hit escape, it should unload both. Good. There we go. Now I gotta do the same thing for the assignment operator. If this guy does not equal the address of that guy, turn this guy, steal this code, copy that shit right over. And that should do it. Yeah, no, I've never been known for relaxing. I take shit way too personal. Yesterday I was ready to rage quit Dead by Daylight. Only bother copying if not the same object. Copy properties. That's it really. Alright. How do I want to do this now? This is the actual tough part. Where I actually have to render shit. This is where I have to think and stuff. Text length is greater than 0. Only bother if text is provided. Alright, so if I have text, for every character of the text, find the box, draw the box, starting at those positions, and move by a certain amount. Yeah. Alright, so for well, I'll do current letter. Current letter, 0. As long as the current letter is less than the text size. Size, length, size. Size and length are basically... Oh, no. I think I just fell for a trick. I need to make sure that size and length are the same fucking thing. Because I don't think they are. Whoops. Don't even. Verify. String, C++. If length and size are the same, I'm fine. If they're not, I need to know the difference now before I fuck myself. Length returns length to string, size returns length to string. So they're exactly the same. Alright, so I'm gonna go with size because that's what I'm used to. Cool. For every letter, calculate the box to draw, which I think I'll just have a helper function do. Draw the box. Move the X and Y to the next spot. That's what I do. Okay. So I need a helper method. Calculate box, I guess. And what is he gonna have? SDL rect, I guess? Calculate box, I guess. And I need a char. Yeah, char. Current char. And instead of returning a rect, I'm just gonna have a rect as a member. I'm gonna get tired of tossing that shit back and forth. Can I do that? I can do that, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Fuck. Yeah, no, that should be fine. It should be fine. We'll find out, won't we? You know, it helps to give your rect a name. Macro that shit. What's the name of my class? Font? Alright, if this is a new line or a tab, then it doesn't fucking matter, right? New lines, tabs, spaces. I don't want to render a space either. I just want to move over. Spaces don't matter. They only augment the XY position. That's all they do. So I have to check for those characters. Determine grid XY based on current char's ASCII value or whatever. I think that's it, right? I think that's it, yeah. We'll find out. Alright. Calculate box. Then I'll draw the box. And this is where I need the instance to this thing. This is the part that I dread. The part where I have officially tied this bitch in. It is now forever dependent on the other fucker. For now, drawing it black's just fine. Image ID. Come on, man, you know what I'm talking about. This image ID. Position, for now, just draw it at X pause, Y pause. I'll calculate it in a second. Address of the SDL rect. Scale, for now. Everything for now is default. It's fine. Then move over. You would move, if it's a regular character, you would move over the width of the character. Space. Hold on. Space. Move over width of space. Tab. Move over width of 3 or 4 spaces. New line. Go down height of characters and start over at X pause. So if they start me at 100 on the X, I go over, and then when I detect a new line, I go down and back to the starting X. Is that it for special stuff? Spaces, tabs, and new lines. That's the only stuff that's there, but you don't see it. It's just white space. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to give you a char, ain't I? My bad. Text, sub, current letter. Stop. I'm sorry. I'm out of it today. Just a char, right? There you go. This is good music, because this is the part where I have to actually give a shit. I need to know whether or not to draw on this guy. So this guy should probably return a Boolean. Bull. Where the fuck am I? If current char is a new line, or current char is a space, or current char is a tab. If any of those are true, right there, just don't. Oh. Cool. Just now go back to my function. If calculate the box returns a true, then you can actually draw the fucker. Yeah, I know, all kinds of shit. Oh, you don't know what SDL rect is, do you? Fuck. Okay, maybe I will return a rect or something. Because, I don't want to include SDL rect in here. Honestly, I don't. I'd rather not. I might take him out then, but if I do that, then I gotta change the way I do the boolean as well for calculate box. He would have to return a rect. Not fun. Okay, figure it out. What do you want to do? Let's see. SDL rect. Do I really want to keep you there? Or should I just have you in there? Let's see. Stop. Oh. Annoying pop-ups. Die. Thank you. I don't want feedback. I want you to go away. Thank you. Kept having an annoying pop-up. Hold on. I'd really rather not. What the fuck? Oh. You got me. Go back. Man. I'm dreading this. This is not going to work out in my favor. SDL_rect.h. I mean, it's already tied to it, but fuck. This is like making it even worse. Nothing I can do, though. I'm gonna have to think this over more. Alright, it's in there. What are the warnings? Signed, unsigned. Your fine is unsigned. What's the other warning? Not all control paths return a value. And you are still not used. You'll have to get over that. Alright, so now I know I start at 32. So everything index, I guess, equals current char as an integer. Come on, man. Minus start char, which is 32. So if they type capital A, which is like 65, it'll be 65 minus 32 is like 33. So it'll be the 33rd character on my list. So something when I load, I need to know how many cells there are per row. How many columns there are, basically. So we need a variable for that. Int num columns. And we will do that in our read. Let's see. Font. Wait. You're needed. Yes. Same thing here. Alright, render, load file. So once I have gotten the width of the image, the height of the image, and the cell width, and the cell height, I can determine how many things there are. So here's the problem with that. I actually do need this now. That figures, huh? Temporary. Do I have a member for that? I don't think I do, right? No, I don't. Good. I actually had a purpose for this after all. I didn't think I would. Come on. I need image height as well. I don't need image height, but I'm going to use it until I know I don't need it. Image height. There we go. So I have the width. Now I can determine number of columns per row. Number of columns is equal to the image width divided by the cell width. Should be it. Yeah. So if it's 256 total and each cell is 32, then there's however many. 32 or 256 divided by 32. So that should work. I can get the max index if I got the number of rows. So I'll do that as well. Why? Trying to throw me off. It's not gonna work. There. That's a build. Good. Loads it in. Figures it out. Cool. Alright, what was I doing? I was in the middle of determining the box. Yes. Alright, so now I have the index. So with the index, I can figure out which row and which column I need to be on. So int chosen column equals index some math, probably modulus. I haven't thought it through yet. Num columns. And int chosen row will probably be the opposite. Index divided by number of rows. I also haven't thought that through. I'm going to verify real quick. So here we go. Got ourselves zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the number of columns would be 4. The number of rows would be 3. So if I chose index number 6, 6 modulus 4 would give me would give me column 2, 0, 1, 2, which is right. And then 6/3 would also give me 2. which is wrong. 0, 1, 2. Yeah, hold on. How'd I fuck that up? Oh, because I divided by the. You don't do number of rows. You do the number of columns. 6/4, which is 1. There we go. It's all about the columns. All right. So columns. See? That's what happens when you don't think shit through. That could have been bad. So now I have the row and I have the column. Hey Asia, how's it going? So now I can do some math to figure out which square I'm on, basically. So SDL rect.x is equal to cell width. Why does it do that to me? Times chosen column. So that'll bring me over. Rect.y equals cell height times chosen row. That'll bring me down. Now I have to set the width and the height, which is different. So for now, I hope this works out. We'll find out. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. Well, we'll find out. For now. Right now, that makes this cell taller than it needs to be. It'll be taller than it needs to be, but it should be exactly as wide as it needs to be. And that should be it. Oh, so it comes back up. It draws. Right now, it's always drawing at the same fucking spot until I move it, which I'm about to do. So I need why did I do that? Current Y. Not type the same exact thing. The fuck? Alright, so then after that, now I need to move to the next spot. To do that, I am simply going to add the width of the rect. I could just add the width of the rect, right? So I should be able to say if I should just have a function for white space check, because, you know, that's kind of a big if, but whatever. Steal this if. Wait, I can make a good switch out of that, I think, couldn't I? Let me see. Switch on the text current letter. Come on, man, why do you do that? Current letter. And then I can have a case for new line. Are you adding brackets or something? I don't know, it feels like it's trying to mess me up, you know? I could have a case for space. And I could have a case for, what's the other one? Tab. And then for everything else, there's Visa, aka the default. So for default, I can just do, xpos current x plus equals the char width sub current letter, right? No, not current letter. Current letter, you almost fucked yourself. It's not current letter. It's not current letter. It is the ASCII value of the current letter, which is text sub current letter cast as an integer. Man, that's kind of messy. The only reason I do all these casting is because I like my code to compile with 0 warnings. I don't like warnings in my code. If I can be explicit, I'm gonna be explicit. So that should add the width of the current jar. Right? As far as I know. If you hit new line, then the current X is now equal to the starting X pause. But now your current Y is going to go down. And it's going to go down right now. It's going to go down the whole height of a cell. That's probably too much, but I'll fix it when I come to that. That's the next step. First, I just want a drawing test. Alright, space. I actually have a char for space, and it should be pretty simple. It should just be current X plus equals char width int. Well, if that's the case, I can make space part of that, couldn't I? Yeah, I can. Case space. And you know what I need? I need brakes in my switches, or I'm gonna get broke. How much do I add for a whatchamacallit? Here's how I would do it. Bracket. Integer of space. Times 3. I guess a tab is 3 or 4 spaces. I'll make a tab 4 spaces. New line is to go down a whole thing. Oh god, you almost fucked up there. Plus the height. You don't just assign the height. Plus the height, plus the width, plus the width. That should work. Wait a minute, this is already played. Oh shit, I finished that game. Let's go with Chrono Trigger. Hold on. Cancel. Cancel. Remove from my list. There you go. Bitmap is a an image type. Okay. I think I'm ready to test it, right? I'm ready for it to blow up on me. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure I'm ready for it to blow up on me. The more I think about it, the more sure I am of that. Fuck it, YOLO. Right? Builds. No warnings. Here's where I draw. My font. Render. Test. This is not gonna work. What do you want to bet? I'm afraid. What if I hit run and it works? What will I do? What'll I do if it doesn't work? I don't want to hit the button. I don't want to hit the run button. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's right there. Look at that. You know what that says? That says test. It fucking worked. Oh. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour. Oh. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Now I need to get the spaces, make sure the spaces work, I need to make sure when you go down a line that it works. I have a lot of work ahead of me, but the basics of it works. This is how you get text in a game. This is how you can do RPG stuff. I'm one step closer, baby. That's awesome. All right, let's test the spaces. Let's do spaces. Test of my beautiful font that seems to work. Period. Build. Test of my beautiful font that seems to work. The spaces fucking work. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, it's working. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let's do tabs. We're gonna do a tab. No, let's do a new line. New line. This is a new line. Okay, see that I need to fix. I need to have the height of the font when it goes down on a new line to not be the height of the cell. I need it to actually be the height of the font. So now that's the next step. Alright, so I had that on, what line was that? That was in here. So new line, yeah, okay. This needs to be the font height, which I have. Hopefully that's all I gotta do. Yes! Done! Done, 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 done. Alright, what's next? Next, tabs. I need to make sure tabs work. They look like they're gonna work. I'm pretty sure they're gonna work. Alright, so another new line. This is a tab line. Tab. Did it work? Question mark. Build. Test of my beautiful font seems to work. Next line. This is a new line. Next line. This is a tab line. Tab. Did it work? So I do believe it worked. It looked like that's 4 spaces, but it's hard to tell, you know, because tabs are, the spaces are so tiny that, you know, is that 4 spaces? I think so. Either way. Yes! Look what I got. Now, I have a fuck ton of work to do. I have to do, it has to be able to scale. It doesn't scale right now. Let's write this shit down as I go, otherwise I am totally gonna forget. Alright, so, things that I need. Ability to scale. Error checking, because there's none right now. Invalid chars. Range problems. What else do I need? What else do I need? I was doing it through my code. Go through my code and find it. Load the image. Oh yeah, the whole image loading issues. How to do that better. What else? That's perfect music for this. For every letter, calculate the box, draw the box. Loads the font. I think that's it, really. Oh, no. And change class so that text can slowly appear on the screen like a real RPG. Because right now it just instantly appears on the screen. Done. You know? It'll be like blop, blop. But RPGs, you know, the text is slowly scrolls on. That's what I want mine to do. Provide neat features. No, don't do that. That will be... Well, yeah, you do need that, don't you? Like shaking. What are things that RPGs do? Where I know there's things where the text kind of vibrates, like the person's angry, they're yelling at you. The text vibrate. Colors. Maybe a certain thing will turn red. You know? In fact, Breath of Fire 2 had a great example where their text, if they mention a key plot device, the text would change color. So stuff like that. What else does text do in RPGs? I got nothing. For now, I don't know. I guess that's good for now. Yeah, basically speed options for the text. Alright, so these are things that I'm gonna need to add as I go. Scaling sounds like it's not gonna be that bad. Error checking, I just need to go through all the code, thinking about each fucking line and how they can fail me. The image loading is definitely gonna be a tough one, because I'm basically gonna have to revamp. Yeah, I'm either gonna have to dive all in or get all out. Because right now, my text class is tied to my renderer. This class does not work without my renderer. But whatever. Change class so that text can slowly appear on the screen. Yeah, so this is speed stuff. And then provide neat things like shaking the boxes, which is gonna requires previous step to be done. Sweet. Fucking sweet. So the way I see it, the font class is gonna have to be something you update every frame if it's gonna be slowly drawing out text. Alright, let's see if the Times New Roman one works. Where'd you go? Yeah. That shit works, man. So now I can pick any font on my computer, extract it into this file format, and then I can load that file format into my program, and it works in my game. And I just gotta get the extra features in. That's awesome. The shit works. The shit works. That's one more step. One more step done. So now... So now, what? I guess now I'll work on the scale stuff. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do scale. So for scale, I'm just gonna keep track of it. I'm gonna have a float called scale as a member of the class. It'll default to 1, and you can choose to set it. Alright, so now let's actually apply the scale here. So, scale equals 1. Scale. Alright, so now for rendering, I actually have to give a shit about scale now. So, this is where this changes to scale. Should just be scale. And right now, the X scale and the Y scale, the same thing. You can only scale it uniformly. If I want, I'll consider making it where you can stretch it this way but not that way, or stretch it this way but not that way. Right now, if you stretch it anyway, it stretches in the same, this way and that way. Alright, so now everything where I do math, I have to have the scale as well. Times scale, times scale, times scale. It's all gonna be multiplied by scale, which is gonna give me float to int conversion issues that I'm gonna have to solve. I'm casting it all back to int. So if you make a scale that's way too tiny, it's gonna be 0 and your font's not gonna show up, or it's all gonna render on top of each other or some shit like that. So it's up to you to enter scale numbers that make sense, because your font still has to be given a pixel position, and a pixel cannot be a float. So that's how you move it, and there's how you draw it. I think that's it, right? Find out. No, because down here... No, you got it. That should be it. That should be it. Right? Find out. Alright, we are going to set the scale of the Comic Sans MS font to be twice as big as it currently is. Actually, let's go big or go bold. I'm going to set it to 10 times to what it's supposed to be. So my font scale is now 10. So this thing should be ginormous. Oh god. Now obviously it did work, but if you scale your font too large, it gets pixelated, and there's not much you can do about that. But it fucking works. That's one thing down. That's fucking awesome that this shit works so easily. Scale's done. Let's do... I guess now I need to do speed options, which means I gotta change this class to now be a once per frame up draw shit kind of thing. I'm just commenting this shit. I need to do it now before it gets out of hand. And I cannot believe it fucking worked. I totally expected when I hit F5 that shit was just gonna blow up. The fact that I saw text on the screen just made my fucking night. Alright, you should go first. Alright, if I'm gonna do speed stuff, I need to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have message speed. Yeah. I'm gonna have a variable called message speed, where you specify how many seconds it takes for your message to display. So if message speed is set to 1, then it will take 1 second for your text to be drawn out. This means that from now on, my rendering font will need... This means that my font function will now need to update every frame with the elapsed time, how much time has passed, so it'll, you know, start drawing more. And this also means that what I pass in to be rendered will change. There's so much new stuff now, and I don't think I should code that yet, because if I want to do shaking colors, I'm probably going to have to revamp the whole fucking thing. There's a lot I'm going to have to figure out how to do. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. I think I'm going to stop coding now, maybe. I just need to think, you know, of how I'm gonna do these two, because these two are gonna be tied together. I mean, I guess I could do error checking real quick for now. Constructor, load the file. Load the image. Unload. Unloads it. I want to find a better way to do the texture stuff too. Copy constructor, just copy shit. Load, should be the exact same image. Copy over the buffer. Also, I want to hard code these a little better. I just got a bunch of magic numbers, you know? Like 4. Alright. Don't do it there. Do it in the CPP. And they still turn into magic numbers when you compile, but the code's a little better. 1024 right there. I guess that's what I'd call it. Yeah, I know. You always, yeah, I did. In fact, here, let me show you what I got, Steve-O. I hope I didn't build in the middle of a compiler. No, I didn't. Alright, so it's actually done. Let me reduce the scale of this. So I have my Bitmap Font drawing Comic Sans MS right here. Test of my beautiful font that seems to work. It goes down to a new line. This is a new line. Goes down to a new line again. This is a tab line. Does a tab. Did it work? And then the same thing, but with Times New Roman. Test of my beautiful font that seems to work. This is a new line. This is a tabs. Tab. Did it work? Now, right before you came in, I implemented the ability to scale the font. So I took the Comic Sans MS font and I scaled it by 10. And when you run that, it's huge. It's the whole fucking screen. Test of my, this is a tab, and that's, so it works. So now I was just going through my little checklist of things I want to do. And these two, I want this to be reusable for all my game projects, but the most important kind of games where the text matters is RPGs. So with RPGs, I was like, you know, in RPGs, the text doesn't always instantly appear. Sometimes you're reading the dialogue and it slowly appears on the screen, you know, as you're going. So I want basically speed options. And then also some RPGs, like when the character gets angry, the text will shake, or certain words will be colored, you know, like red or blue. So these features are a little advanced. I'm going to save them for later. So right now I'm just going through and I'm doing error checking, and I'm trying to think of better ways to do my image loading stuff. So that's all you walked in on, is me basically trying to improve my code's error checking stuff. I had some hard-coded magic numbers. I'm taking those out now. Anywhere I see that. There, solve that. No magic numbers, damn it. Like that. I'm pretty sure I missed a for loop somewhere. No, I got it. Alright, I need it to clean, and I need it to tell me, clean solution, if there are any fucking warnings that have to do with this file. Just one warning so far. Yeah, which is nothing to do with this file. So, alright, so that, I've got most error checking, I think. Assignment operator, make sure you got your protection here. Rendering. If the size of the text is greater than 0, then actually try. Else, you don't do shit, do you? Yeah, you don't do shit. Current X, start at the X pause, start at the Y pause. For every letter, calculate the box, which returns a boolean. Let me see what calculate box does. Ah, here we go. Here's something I'm not testing. What if my current char is less than my start char? I need to make sure I fix that. Alright, so how do I want to do that? I'm gonna do an assert. You give me a char that this thing doesn't handle, fucking crash. Comes before the starting character of the loaded font. There we go. What, I did that right? No, I didn't. What am I? Oh, I need to pound include. That's what it is. Yeah. Like I remember what it's in. C assert. Thank you. You do that, and you can take a shit on them. No warnings. Good. Alright, keep going. So you give me a bad character. Bad character? Take a shit. Box is ready for drawing. Go back up. So if I get in through here, then draw the image ID, I need to make sure and image ID does not equal -1. Don't bother if the font's never been loaded. Alright, so image X, Y, address of the rectangle, scale. Should I implement a X scale and a Y scale? Because you could do cool font stretching stuff with that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it an X scale and a Y scale. I mean, it's a bit much, but I think it'll be cool, ultimately. That way, maybe, oh shit. That way, maybe if one of the features I want is for text to kind of grow and shrink like a blob, I could fuck around with the scale X and scale Y, you know? Alright. That should be that. Wow, that would have sucked. I'd have been trying to track that forever. You gotta watch your copy paste. Alright, now go to the instructors and shit, set it all up. Copy constructor. Assignment operator. Oh, why'd you do that? Keep going. Render it based on scale here. Alright, if you do a new line, I only care about the Y scale, because you're going down. If you're doing tabs, I only care about the X scale, because you're going over. And if you're doing space, okay, see, now it actually matters. The X is that. No, it should be fine, just X. So, I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. Oh, yeah, I should have errors. Yeah, because I didn't do that one. Alright, so now we're going to scale it weird. We are going to scale it 3 times on the X and just 1 on the Y. So what happens is this font should be fat for no reason. Stretched fat. Or a crash, that's cool. What'd I do? What'd I do wrong? Did something wrong. F10, what the fuck is wrong? Yeah, definitely there. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. It's the assert I just added. Apparently something came before the start char. That cannot be right though. Which means I'm doing something wrong here. Start char should have been like 32. I want to see that firsthand. Alright. Current char is 84. And 84 is less than 30. Oh! I forgot that with assert, you want it to be false. In other words, I need a not in front of it. I forgot about that. You're testing if it fucked up, right? I think I might have just got it backwards. Let me see. Yeah, as soon as I realized, like, wait a minute, this is assert. Yeah, that should be good. No, I definitely fucked something up. How did I fuck it up? I fucked something up. Last I remember, assert checks for the bad condition, right? Assert. Assert. If this... Oh, it's checking for the good. It's greater than that. And... So it's checking for good. Check if good. Alright, so I did do that. Didn't I? Or did I check for bad? See, I fucking hate shit like that. So if this current char is greater than or equal to the start char, then it should be fine. Alright, you gotta go. I'm still hitting it. What the fuck? Show me that shit. Current char. Ah, the new line. New line got me. New line is genuinely before the start char. I didn't even think about that. Also tab. Tab also comes before my current start char, so that's a problem. Oh, fuck. I might have to do either the whole ASCII tree, which I don't want to do, or just put an exception for new lines, tabs, and space. I don't want to, I shouldn't have to do it for space. New lines, tabs, and... Oh, I could put this first. There we go. That's all that matters. Yeah. Just put him before the assert. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. So you see now I stretched him 3 times as long, but the same Y height. So now I'm gonna make it a little more extreme. Let's try 5 times as long. Stretched out. Same height. Cool. So what this means I can do is every frame I can fuck with the scale, which I'm gonna do because it's gonna be cool. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is determine a random X and Y scale within a range of let's say 1 to 3. So should just be a matter of saying, I think I have rand already in this. Rand modulus 3 plus 1. That should work. Yeah, order of operation, it should work. So this is going to be an interesting effect. The text is going to do wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. Please tell me I have rand already. Right? C time. CSTDlib. Do I have rand? I do have rand. Okay, cool. So this should be weird. This should be really weird. Oh god. It works. Let's that's cool. Yeah, it is one of the best things ever. But the point is it works. That was the main thing. But this is the difference that when you have an integer versus floats. You know, if I had a more forgiving range of like, well, hell, I can show you. That should do it, right? Yes, I want to stop debugging. So now, you can't tell, but it has more of a range. It's actually doing more than just small, medium, large. Now it's got a fuck ton more range in it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get it figured out, don't worry. It's cool. I have an idea of how I'm gonna do the text animations, but it's gonna take a while to code, and I need to really flesh it out in my head first. So I'm not gonna code it tonight. I'm just gonna think about it, and think about it for probably a whole week until next weekend when I code it. But I have a good idea of how I'm gonna do it. Until then, I think I'm done for the night. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. Take care.